How to create a good Amazon listing. Creating a good Amazon listing has multiple variables. One of the biggest ones that people miss is actually creating an optimized picture, title, price, and review. And the reason why I'm starting with that is because when you go to type in your product on Amazon, underneath the results, what you're gonna see is a few things. You're gonna see the title, you're gonna see the price, you're gonna see the reviews, and you're gonna see the picture. That's 4 different things that they see before they even make it to your listing. I call this the pre-listing phase. So you wanna make sure that you're optimized in that pre-listing phase. Now, in other videos, I've covered about how to optimize reviews and how to get your first reviews, so on and so forth. But you wanna focus on that title first and foremost. So many people have a keyword-rich title, or they have a brand name rich title, and it's not doing what it needs to do. See, your listing needs to do a combination of a few things. Number 1, it needs to educate them on why your product is better than the competition or why your product is a good option. Number 2, it needs to entice them as to why they should click onto your listing or even potentially purchase your listing. Then your main image is essential, because people make a perception about your product, about your brand, and about the quality of it before they even land onto the page, the actual page, and before they even purchase your product and physically see your product. What people think about your product when they first see it is super important, right? It's first impression basis. So what you wanna do is make sure that your first picture, your main image, the one that's gonna show up in the pre-listing phase, is optimized. A few things you wanna do is, number 1, make sure you're using up about 90% of the space that they give you. Number 2, you wanna make sure that it is high quality, right? You don't want it to be pixelated, or you don't want it to be blurry or disoriented or any of that. You wanna make sure that it is high quality, it is crisp. I recommend asking the editor on Fiverr or Upwork, or if you're doing it, if you're savvy like that, to make sure that it is a vector file, meaning that it can be zoomed in without it being disoriented or pixelated, right? That's a huge key. Next, don't have a bunch of stuff in the background. You want the primary focus on your product to be on your product, right? So your first image wants to be crisp, clear. You wanna make sure it's a good angle of your product. You wanna make sure it's a vector file so they can zoom in. That way it does not lose quality. Now, when you get to the actual listing, you have multiple different touch points that people are gonna look at before they make a decision to purchase. You have your title, your price, you have your description, as well as your reviews. We covered all of those. Directly below that, you have your actual bullet points, and then below your bullet points, your description. Now, on the bullet points in the description, you wanna do a few things. You wanna separate yourself from the competition. You wanna talk about benefits, features, or improvements. You also wanna have keywords for your SEO, or search engine optimization. And you wanna make sure that you're telling a story, talking about a function or a feature, or talking about the differentiation that your product has that separates you from the competition. Peter Thiel says if you want to dominate the sector, you need to control the space by differentiating yourself from the competition. So those are a few things that are gonna help you out, and definitely do not sleep on your keywords. You wanna make sure that your keywords are on point. You wanna have different keywords that are gonna help you rank, so when people go to type in your product appears in the search results. For more content and videos like this, make sure that you turn all of the notifications on my Instagram account. That way you're notified of every video, post, and live Q&A that I do. Also, check out more videos on my YouTube channel at Joshua Crisp on YouTube. There's over 100+ videos similar to this in all around entrepreneurship. And for 50% off all services as well as softwares that AMZ Hunter offers, make sure you check out www.amzhunter.com and use promo code HUNTER50.